Good morning and welcome to my channel. This is a mid-morning tour. We're supposed to have really bad winds again. There's a bunch of fires up north. It's really bad, so hoping and praying for everybody that's fighting the fires and being affected by them. But I thought I'd come out and at least take a look at what's going on before it got too hot. And as always, this garden is a work in progress and it's always something messy, but starting with the flower tower here, you can see we've got lots of petunias, and I do have some herbs, dill and some thyme going in here, African daisies. And then down here I have some strawberries. So it kind of slowed down. I do have a couple in there coming in. This is the potato tub, which is really going crazy, so I actually have to probably mound that up a little bit. There's also asparagus in here, which I just kind of left, and I let it go to seed and keep growing. It's a perennial, obviously, so you can just keep it. My angry hummingbirds over here. And this bed is more of my winter, early spring bed because it does get morning sun, but shade in the afternoon. So I put a lot of my peas along the edge here, and then I have some lettuce. Now obviously I've got all these covered because with these little dollar store baskets, because I do have occasionally a mouse problem and they like to nibble on all of these things, and so it looks really weird, but it does the job. And these are just little Tom Thumb lettuce. So we have peas back there. This is some bok choy, looks like. This is a huge spinach that I need to definitely start using that up. Have some more. Now this is a actual cutting from a romaine lettuce head that I got from the store. Obviously, you just, after you eat the romaine, you put the bottom, soak it in water for a couple days, and it'll start getting little roots. And then I just shoved it in the ground. Now, it's not going to be as big as a regular romaine, but you do get some pretty good leaves off of it. So it's kind of a nice way to, get your maximum value out of, the food you buy and keep it out of the landfill, at least for a while. And here's some purple bok choy, another romaine cutting that I did. And I did the same thing with the celery. Once you cut the bottom of the celery, you can just soak it in water for a couple days. It'll start getting these little roots, and then you can put it in the ground. Now, I know I'm not going to get a huge celery stalk, but these celery leaves are actually pretty good and tasty, so I just like to, again, reuse what you have and, make the most out of your food that you buy. So this is an Oregon sugar snap pea from the seed swap. And this is actually something I'm trying this year to also increase my potential to compost food scraps, etc. This is just a pot. I have some stevia in here. I had another, I had my lemon tree in here, but it died. But what I did is I dug a hole pretty deep in the bin, and I put this plastic tub in it, which has open holes in the bottom. I won't pull it up because it's kind of nasty, but you can put food scraps in there, and then the worms and everything will come and eat from the bottom, and it will decompose, and you have built-in composting in your raised beds, which I think is kind of cool because I don't have a lot of space, and composting bins take up a lot of space and a lot of time. These ones, I can have a couple of them, in my raised beds, and I could just put stuff in there when I need to, and so far it's working out pretty well. Some very hungry hummingbirds over here. They're so cute. Definitely have to fill that. It's already been 2 days and they are going to town, so So this is the other planter that I just started. I put another one of these little composting in. It's not done yet. I just dug the hole, put the plastic in there. I have some food scraps and need to cover it with paper so it doesn't get gross on the bottom. But I'm going to put probably an herb or something like that in there and use that also as a little in-house composting. That way it keeps the mice and everything out of it, so it doesn't, you don't have a bigger pest problem than you already do. Anyway, these are amaranth. I started these, I tried them last year, they didn't work too well, but started them inside this time, so hopefully these things will grow pretty tall along this fence. And I also put some safflower seeds, Corrales safflower. I got them from Baker Creek. They're actually native to New Mexico, so I'm excited about that. But they're a big, tall, yellow-looking flower that you can use the leaves to dye, fabrics and whatnot. So it's supposed to actually kind of taste like saffron as well. So we shall see how that one works. And this bed is new this year. I went ahead and splurged for the Vego bed, whatever, raised bed, because I was always, again, with the mice. I was hoping to keep them out so they wouldn't climb as much, but they're pretty prolific climbers. But anyway, so because the space along this wall is about the only, space I have for raised beds. So this one I did last year with some fencing, and it's pretty narrow and it's not the best, but during a late lumber shortage, that's about all I could get. So we'll see if it lasts another year. But this one I did put, right now I'm growing some kohlrabi in here. I've never grown it, or I think I've had it like once, but it looks really kind of interesting. And this arugula is going to flower, but it's okay. I still eat the leaves, I don't care. And then this is some lettuce, which I need to definitely cut because it's going to start getting really hot and this is going to get pretty bitter. So excited about this planter. I will probably be putting tomatoes and chilies in this one because it does get a lot of afternoon sun. Hi. Hey, what's up? What are you doing? So cute. This is my Roselle plant that I got seeds from the Team Benson seed swap. So excited about that. It kind of stopped growing for a while, so I repotted it and added some good compost and stuff in this pot. So hoping to get it to trellis up this kind of arch patio. So we shall see how that one. I'm really excited about this one. I'm really looking forward for it to start taking off. And then over here I have a couple of them, but this one is by far the best. This is the red Marconi pepper that I overwintered from last year, and I just cut it back and kept it in my garage. But as you can see, I have some little blooms, so I'm very excited about that because all my regular pepper starts about this big. So hopefully I will be getting some peppers very soon. And then these are my roses I started last year. They are coming into full bloom. They're super gorgeous. It's always good to have something kind of pretty in your garden. So, and then moving on from that, I have a raspberry, also new this year. It had some frost damage a couple weeks ago. Hard to believe we had frost and now it's 85 degrees, but that's how it is here. And then this pot is these really cool petunias, stargazer, I think. And then this is a curry plant, and I've never had one or seen one before, and it smells just like curry, if you like that. The flowers themselves are the ones that you can make the curry powder out of, so I'm going to try and see how that works. And then over here is this part of the garden gets morning sun, but shaded in the afternoon, so I put all my little lettuce containers over here. I really need to cut this. It's going to get pretty bitter pretty soon. And then for the final tour, we are actually inside my garage, which this is my crazy tomato jungle setup grow light station. So you know in January where you get the seed catalogs and you're a little stir crazy and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to plant some tomatoes and I'll try all these ones, and you know, they won't all grow, but yeah, they all grew. So I have probably about 80 tomato plants between this area, and I have some actually inside and under another grow light station. But these are in various stages of being ready. I need to take them outside and get them hardened off and ready to sell. We are having a neighborhood garage sale in about 2 weeks. So my hope is to, you know, sell a lot of these for really cheap, just because I'd like to share, you know, what I have, but, you know, maybe recoup some costs, and, you know, because gardening can be a little pricey sometimes. So, but anyway, this is the tomato jungle, and I will keep you posted on how those hopefully all get sold and go to new homes. But thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you around on another video. Thank you.